Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Um, I had to come downstairs because I cannot get my laptop working right. Um, it's a brand new laptop. But anyway, the show must go on. Good morning, everyone. I want to thank everybody for joining me this morning. Hey, Jessica T. Hey, Susanna. How are you guys doing this fine, beautiful, cold Monday morning in Joliet, Illinois? What I will be discussing this morning is we are going to talk about Keith Burrowes. And all I can say is that if you have not checked out Ticket TV, go check out his channel because he has all the paperwork. For years and years, people like me who are in their 60s and we have grown up to see some of our greatest artists taken from us. Just the T, can you hear me? Yesterday, when all of these things came out, okay. Hold on, everybody. I want to just bring the screen down some. Hold on, give me one moment. So that headline came out in People magazine on Saturday, where it says Sean Diddy Combs accused of years of sex, essay, coercion, and violence by Bad Boy co-founder Kirk Burrowes. Kirk Burrowes is the co-founder along with Sean Diddy Combs. So the article reads that Kirk Burrowes, the co-founding partner and former president of Bad Boy Entertainment, is suing Sean Diddy Combs over what he's calling a deeply disturbing pattern of SA, coercion, violence, and intimidation that spanned more than a decade. On Friday, February 28th, Burrowes' lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, filed an 18-page complaint against his former business partner in New York, alleging years of predatory actions towards him and an overall fostering of a toxic environment of coercion, fear, and psychological manipulation. Mm, mm, mm. Per the court documents obtained by People magazine. Mhm. And you can do your own research and you can listen or read this article on your own. But what I want to talk about this morning is Keith Burrowes has been telling us he has been telling us since 2003 about his former business partner, Sean Combs, also known as Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Brother Love. Never in a million years. And don't get me wrong, I always felt like Sean Combs had something to do with Biggie Smalls unaliving. Not only has Kurt Burrowes come out, and again, all this is alleged, Sean Combs is innocent until proven guilty. But we've all known, and I always knew in my gut, I always felt like he was behind the unaliving of Biggie Small. But Kurt Burrowes has implicated Sean Combs in the unaliving of Tupac Shakur and Biggie Small. That means Sean Combs has two unalivings of two great successful men known as Tupac Shakur and the Notorious Big, also known as Biggie Smalls. See, what I'm upset about, but I cried yesterday, is nobody listened to what Gene Deal was saying. Nobody has listened to this man. So Sean Combs has been able to run rampant in the rap hip hop community, creating beefs and alleged unaliving of two great men. These men survived the streets. They survived these dirty, low-down streets only to get into the music industry, to be unalived. And this is sad. This is sad. See, I'm tired of people saying, oh, I don't want to hear it, or they don't want to believe people. And you can sit here and let a dirty person run around doing everything under the sun to people, hurting them, stealing from them, doing everything. And I need people to stop saying that everybody is a child of God. That is a lie. Lucifer has many children that are running around here disguised in the form of alleged pastors, friends, family members, and everything else, doing their dirty work, to satisfy their needs. Sean P. Diddy, Puffy, Brother Love, due to jealousy, envy, unalived, allegedly, two of the most greatest rappers. And we never thought that we would find this information out. We never thought it would come out. I thought I would be dead myself. I thought we would never find out. And here we have to face the shocking reality of what Sean Combs has been alleged to do. Sean Combs has been implicated in the unaliving of Tupac Shakur and the notorious Big, also known as Biggie Smalls. I am so glad that Miss Viola Wallace passed, and I'm pretty sure Miss Viola Wallace had a feeling that Sean Combs had something to do with the unaliving of her son. But if this information would have come out, I'm pretty sure this would have killed her. You cannot trust anybody, friends. You cannot trust friends. You cannot trust business partners. I want to thank Mr. Burrowes for keeping great records. He wrote down everything going back to 1997. Mr. Burrowes kept records of everything that happened with the East and West Coast beef that Sean Combs allegedly started. He wanted them out the way. He was a jealous person. He is the devil himself. This is heartbreaking, and I don't know, but he should, if all of this information is true, he should get the death penalty as far as I am concerned. There's too much evil around Sean Combs. He is evil. He cared about nobody but himself. He destroyed so many people, unalived so many people. Again, everybody and children of God, but they are children of Lucifer. His first name, Satan, and then the devil. Everybody ain't right. And I hope this sends a message to people where you better start listening. When people tell you somebody ain't no good and they dirty and they low down and they a thief, y'all talked about Jaguar right. You talked about Jaguar right. You talked about her. You talked about Jaguar right. You talked about Gene Deal. You talked about people that was out here giving you the information. They were telling people this is what this man did. This is what he did. See, you can't tell people nothing. You can't tell people anything. I hope this is a wake-up call for everybody to realize, and we can take this, even though this is happening in Hollywood, when a person, your child, anybody, a friend, when they tell you to look out for somebody, you need to start looking out for these people. You need to take heed that there are dirty people out here, and their advice, what they do is they divide and conquer. They get people to go along with them. They'll treat some people good. So when they come out and say this person is dirty and no good, they got people that's siding with them saying, well, it didn't happen to me. They treated me nice. You better start paying attention to the little voices. The little voices. You better start paying attention when these children are saying things about people. You better start looking at the actions of people when they are around people. See me, when you do me dirty, when you do me dirty, I forgive you, but I ain't forget. And I don't never want you around me in my life. And I will tell people about a no good, dirty person. And the first thing people will tell me is they will say, you hating on a person. Why would somebody be hating on a low down, dirty scoundrel? Maybe a person does not want you to be hurt. Maybe they don't want a person to steal from you. Maybe they don't want a person to betray you the way they did them. We always want to, the saying goes, we always want to SHOOT the messenger. We want to throw shade on the messenger instead of listening to the message. I cried tears yesterday. You can go to Ticket TV show. He has all of the paperwork. The paperwork, what's been filed. And I know that's costly because I could remember getting the paperwork from the R. Kelly case, and it's expensive to get that paperwork, but it's all in black and white. What Sean Diddy Combs did, Mr. Burrowes kept great records, and Sean Combs allegedly took out two of the greatest hip hop artists, Tupac Shakur and Notorious Big, also known as Biggie Small. And we had Gene Deal, Jaguar Wright. You had people that was talking, telling us this, and nobody listened to people when they were telling their stories. Everybody, this should be a wake-up call to stop saying, I don't want nobody bringing me no news about nobody. Oh yeah, You better start listening. You better start listening. People, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. Let me tell you, as much as I've called this, I say it, I know that low down Diddy, because I've never liked him. Never liked him. I knew in my gut. And when all of this information was revealed, as much as I wanted to say I was right, I wanted to be wrong, but I was right. And I cried, I cried, I cried because they survived the streets. They started doing music. They started telling us their lives, how they lived their lives. Tupac Shakur was a great lyric. He told stories in his music. He was an actor. The world was his. I just knew that maybe since Tupac Shakur's mother was a member of the Black Panthers, I just thought maybe the government had something to do with it. But here you come to find out that we have Sean Combs responsible for the unaliving of him, the unaliving, allegedly. But Mr. Burrowes kept great records, great records. When you are friends with somebody, do not allow another person to come in between your friendship. And this is what happened. Sean Combs, P. Diddy, Puff Diddy, Brother Love, knew how to work his evil acts. Tupac Shakur and the notorious Big, also known as Biggie Small, were friends. And then he threw a woman in, Faith Evans. Sean Diddy Combs was so ruthless. You act like you really cared about Biggie, but all along you set him up to be unalived. And this is the truth. The truth. I believe everything Mr. Burrowes said. Mr. Burrowes has kept records. He kept records. Mr. Burrowes, Gene Deal, Jaguar Wright, different people that was able to get away and knew how dirty Sean Combs is, know how dirty he was, and probably still is. You people didn't want to listen to them. We will blame the messenger. instead of the message. Let me take a moment to acknowledge people that are in here. Susanna, Justity, and Justity, I thank you. You have been supporting me for years. The Bud Files, Uncommon Sense with Jose. You guys have got to check out these people's, these great, amazing content creators. We all have a niche. We all are given content. The Bud Files, he will take you around to different parades, different abandoned buildings. Uncommon Sense with Jose. Last night, they were telling you how to deal with toxic people. And he had a man telling you from a Christian point of view how to deal with toxic people. White Tupac, he's from Canada. They have great subjects over there. They go over. They talk a lot about people that troll. See, the unhappy and miserable people. See, ain't nobody getting ready to pimp me off these YouTube streets, okay? Because I'm coming as honest as possible. I'm sharing my life experiences. I'm trying to tell people the way I used to think, how I don't think that way anymore. What's going on? Getting people to look at some of this stuff we can control, but we don't want to control it because we really don't want nobody telling us about ourselves. I can take constructive criticism all day long. James Money, a great gamer, Burrowes boutique. Hey, you want to exercise, get healthy, you got to go check her out. Hey, Queen Keith, giving great commentary. Young Rehas, I call him the UK rapper. He's a great kid. Even though he has autism, he's still number one in my book. I remember when people was trying to tell him he didn't deserve to be on YouTube. Like, who in the heck made you people judge and jury? Now, I want to say, I prayed before I did this show. See, because again, everybody ain't a child of God. Lucifer has kids too. Right now, they are trying to tell you about celebrities out here that are worshiping evil. Evil. What are you going to do to stop this evilness? What are you going to do to try to make this world a better place? What are you going to try to do to make you a better person? What are you going to try to do about getting rid of this evilness, even though it runs rapid in Hollywood, it runs rapid in the community. You have people, and this is another thing, you have people like D.L. Hughley who's telling you who you should vote for. And when his daughter went to him and told him his friend was messing with her, he did not believe it. What parent does that? You didn't believe your child, but you want to sit up and tell me who I should vote for? What are you going to do to protect the children in your neighborhood, your family, your community? What are you going to do? That is the question that I asked you. This is, I have a sadness over me to think that people can survive the streets and go into another field only to be betrayed by alleged so-called friends and sometimes family. Nobody wanted to listen. Nobody. This isn't the first time Mr. Burrowes has been telling everybody that Sean Combs allegedly had something to do with the unaliving of them. But we call them crazy. Y'all want to blame everybody but the people that should be blamed. When are people going to stand up and take accountability for this cycle that keeps repeating itself? You say you don't want people in your business, yet your family, your children, everybody is falling apart. The enemy is attacking you and you don't even know it and don't want to believe it. I can't. I can't. And this hurts. This hurts. Because even though this has happened on a big scale, it happens on a small scale. We don't want to listen to our family or our friends when they tell you, girl, look at your child. Something ain't right. Look at your son. We can't send kids away for the summer. We have to deal with some stuff. And adults, you got to deal with some stuff too. Because there is no way, nobody could tell me nothing about my BFF that I have, that has been in my life since high school, some is junior high school. And I have friends of all races, and can't nobody tell me anything negative about them. We have let society turn us into people that we don't want to listen. We believe, we believe the wrong people, because that means you would have to take a look at self. Lisa, you would have to take a look at yourself. I want to thank Mr. Burrowes for keeping great records, for documenting everything. Like, I have a situation now that I never opened my mouth about. You got a person whose family has come up here, talked about what another person that allegedly done, and they know they're guilty. They know they did it, but they rather blame it or say it's a lie instead of keeping their mouth shut. You can't make some of this stuff up. You just can't. You could be sitting there and you talking to the enemy. You in bed with the enemy. Everybody that says they love you, they don't love you. They love the ideal of you. They love what you can do for them. Let you get sick and down and out. Let you call and ask them for a few dollars. We got to wake up, people. We have got to wake up. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. We also have to realize that Lucifer was a great angel. Lucifer was the minister of music. And boy, oh boy, Lucifer is running rampant in the music industry. Again, everybody ain't a child of God. And some people are children of Lucifer. I want to thank a good friend when I said I'm so sick of everybody wanting to say everybody is a child of God and everybody ain't. And she finished it and she said, no, they not. Lucifer got kids out here too. And they're telling you about these people. There is no way you should be supporting people. Anybody. They're showing you signs of evil. Their actions alone are evil. God, the higher power, is waking up his people. And for you people that still want to run around and believe everybody is good and, you know, Y'all still gonna associate with them? Shame on you. And I want you to remember this. God don't like a lot of stuff. Do you remember when he ordered the firstborn sons to be unalived because of the way they treated his people? God put hits out too on the dirty. See, stop reading the Bible to fit your narrative. If you read that Bible, you will see God put a hit out on firstborn sons to be taken out for the mistreatment of his people. Look it up. So stop saying that God doesn't get angry and he doesn't punish people. And y'all want to walk around here, put everybody in heaven and all of this stuff. And all of you people that are saying Sean Combs ain't did nothing, you crazy. You need some mental health. You are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. Sean Combs has been implicated in the unaliving of Tupac Shakur and Notorious Big. Also, hold on. Also, you have his mother, the mother of twin daughters and one son, and the son of Al B. Sure, Kim Porter. There is too much evil around this man. And if you are defending him, you need psychiatric help. They just the different treatment that they are treating Sean Combs against R. Kelly, who is a special needs kid who elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. They made him the face, and he is a saint compared to everything that's coming out with Sean Combs. See, we got selective outrage too. They did that documentary on R. Kelly. Y'all wanted him locked up. You got people, the same scenario, the whispers that's been going on, the people that have come out and talked about what Sean Combs done. I can't make this issue. And as much as I like to be right about everything I say the way I see things, it hurted to be right about this because we have a person that has taken out two people, possibly three, did everything to everybody under the sun. There are people walking around here now that will never live a successful life because everybody is not strong. This man has destroyed so many people, so many people, so many people. Rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. Rest in peace to Biggie Small, aka Notorious Big. Rest in peace to Kim Porter. Because you know, if you got in the way of this man, he was going to do something to you. No one person should have had that much power. Just like no one person should be able to wreak havoc on your family, on your friends. Wake up, people. The higher power is letting all of these things be revealed so we can reclaim our families, so we can start paying attention to the children. I made some mistakes. I am guilty of a whole lot of things. But with age came some wisdom. With age, standing accountable for what I did and the way I used to think. I have peace in my life. Let me tell you something. When you can walk around and have a peace, that's a lot. That is a lot. So this morning, on this beautiful, cold morning in Joliet, Illinois, where I prayed over my computer, I prayed over my life because just with me reporting on the devil, I don't know who the devil will come to attack. See, so any of you people that are standing up for the right thing, just remember the devil is going to try to attack you. And I know I'm not going to get that many views. I never came on YouTube to be rich and famous or to depend on YouTube. I came to depend on YouTube for my financial success in life. I'm thankful that I get a decent amount of money. It could be more. I'm just a little old 63-year-old woman that's just trying to give a message and call things the way I see them. And I ain't sugarcoating nothing with nobody. That's the point. We want to sugarcoat and tap dance around the truth. So check out the bloggers all of these amazing content creators that are teaching you how to cook, knit, crochet, eat healthy, exercise. It's just, for some reason, my channel has been taking Hollywood things and breaking them down into the real family. How even though things that happen in Hollywood, they happen in families. Hey, you know, I talk about all subjects, except for sports. I don't know much about sports. But again, hold on. Again, people, I want to leave you with these key points. Start listening to people. Pay attention to your kids. Pay attention when your kids bite their nails. Pay attention to your kids, how they act around certain people. Pay attention to your kids, because what they will do is they'll blame the parent. They'll make the parent look bad. And all the parent did was saw something great in their kids. And we were raised to trust people, to send our kids off. You know, that's what they did. That's what they did. And it's not to say, you know, what parents would send their kids, but that's what people did back in the day. They sent their kids off to be trained by different coaches, people that can help them make it to the next level, because there are very talented people in this world. Stop blaming the parents for wanting their children to become successful. Now, there are some bad parents who will sell their kids to the highest bidder. There's some kids, parents, that will go along with everything because they're living good. And the minute shit hits the fan, nobody says, well, the parents was okay with it. But unfortunately, in the time when I was growing up, that's what people did. You can't trust your kids with the priest, the Boy Scouts. This is awful. Then you can't. It's a lot going on. And trust me, I don't lose no sleep over this. I just hope somebody gets it and realize that the devil comes in forms of family and friends. Because while you are trying to raise your child, you will have family talking about you to your own children. So that's why I say Own up to your past. Sit down and tell your children your story. There's nothing to be ashamed about it. Wouldn't you rather tell your child your story than anybody else? Because they're telling it from a jealous viewpoint. Look at Biggie Smalls' kids and grandkids that was cheated out of their wealth. They have to deal with the fact that this man that has claimed to be their daddy's friend, unalived their father, cheated them out of their inheritance. What a shame. So I thank you all for joining me for this Power Hour show. Well, we're over an hour now. We're over an hour. But I'm telling you, people, you have got to look at what's going on in this world now with the people in the world. Everybody's being exposed. You've got to stop and you got to inhale and then you got to exhale and you got to say, guess what? I ain't keeping this curse going. Every day we see on the news different things happening to people. Hey, Breezy Omega. Again, Keith Burrowes, former business partner of Sean Diddy Combs, who has been telling the world, along with Gene Deals, that Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, the devil, he has been implicated with taking out, allegedly, Tupac Shakur and the Notorious Big. And I believe every word that Keith Burrowes is saying. Keith Burrowes kept his records. Keith Burrowes wrote down everything, baby. I never thought I would live to see who unalived them. And I did not want to be right. If you get a chance, go over to Ticket TV. Ticket TV is getting all of the paperwork from Pacer and that paperwork is expensive. I did it for the R. Kelly case. I won't do it. I don't have enough people for views and clicks to be paying Pacer. You can get Pacer, and you can get the transcripts, the filings on any case in the United States of America, but it's costly. And I was getting all of that paperwork just like I was paying for StreamYard. If, I'm not bringing in the revenue to keep giving out, I did it for 3 years. When I paid Pacer that last bill, I said, this is it. But y'all go over there to Ticket TV. And I need y'all to pay attention too to certain bloggers that was talking all kind of stuff, defending Diddy, defending Jay-Z. And so y'all ain't stupid. The love of money is the root of all evil. Can't nobody pay me to stop saying what I'm saying. You're part of the problem. If you are sitting here defending people, and yes, I defended our family friend because that was not the person I know until that paperwork started coming out. Everybody ain't telling the same lie. And you go along, get along, people. You go along, get along, people that don't see what's really going on. That's the same way now in a regular household. If somebody's doing good by your kids, helping you out, you don't want to see the bad in them, but we have to. Breezy Omega, what you think about Angie Stone? I believe the industry had something to do with Angie Stone unaliving. Angie Stone had just hired a lawyer. Angie Stone wanted her coins. She wanted her coins. And I need to know why right now, right now, are artists still being gypped? See, as a parent, as a friend, as just a concerned person, we done seen all of this. I talk about how I should have gotten a lawyer when I got my first house from Wells Fargo. If you are a true person and you know anybody that's getting ready to get involved in anything that deals with money, you better tell them to go seek a lawyer Even if you had to go out of state, you better go get you some legal advice. Prince been telling people, Michael Jackson, we gotta start listening. You gotta start listening. Stop signing your name on the dotted line. Read the fine print. And this is April Showers. And I want to thank you for joining me this morning. I thought about Tupac. I shed so many tears. Shed so many tears. Again, Sean Combs is innocent until proven guilty, but we know his dirty ass did all of this stuff. Y'all know it. Y'all didn't want to listen to nobody. Start listening to people. This is April Showers, and I'm out.